This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name's Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people to make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hello, what about you? Well, this is day 7+1 in our series 7 Days of Self-Care. This is the bonus episode where I'm kind of rounding things up and thinking about what's next from here on in. So how have you got on this week? Did listening to these episodes and thinking about self-care make a difference to you? What, if anything, did you do to prioritise your self-care? What's the one thing that you'll take from this series that's useful to you? I feel like this week has been more than anything about reminding ourselves that self-care matters, that you matter, and that anything you do to look after yourself deserves to have a place in your life. Because we can all be brilliant at taking care of everybody else's needs, maybe not so good always at taking care of our own, but you can't keep drawing from that well if you don't at some point pause to fill it up too. So I'd love to know, what's the one thing that you're going to do today, this month, sometime soon to care for yourself? Maybe something that you weren't doing last month. You don't have to do everything. Just do one thing. Let that settle in your life. And then when it's become a natural part of your life, maybe you add something else in. Because really, this is why New Year resolutions just don't work. People try and reinvent themselves overnight, ignoring the fact that none of us became the person that we are today overnight. We're all changing by increments. So if you want to make a change, it's more likely to stick if you do it by increments too. One thing I did for my self-care this week was I went on kind of a mini retreat. I mean, it was only 2 hours, but it was a really, really good 2 hours. So I'm going to tell you a bit more about that probably next week. The other thing that I've started doing self-care-wise is I'm doing the 30 Days of Yoga program with Yoga with Adriene on YouTube. This is the third year I've done this now. And frankly, it's a challenge to get up on dark, wintry mornings and start twisting your body like a pretzel, trying to avoid the cat biting your ankles. Yoga with Adriene, if you've ever seen it, you'll know she has a lovely, calm dog called Benji, who just sits there serenely while Adriene does her thing. I, on the other hand, have an angry, bad-tempered cat called Dennis, who's trying to kill me when I'm doing my yoga. So that's a big challenge for me every day. So I hope there's a thing, some aspect of self-care that you are starting to adopt into your life. Now that we've established that it is important, it deserves a space in your precious life, it's time to put that thought into action if you haven't already started. Now, if you want some ideas as to what changes to make, have a look through the archives of this podcast. We now have well over 100 episodes, so there will be something in there that's right for you. Just scroll down through the episode titles and listen to the one that jumps out at you and speaks to you. Or you're certainly very welcome to look at my books, both Change Your Life in 5 Minutes a Day and How to Find Joy in 5 Minutes a Day. Each have over 60 ideas for easy things that you can do to improve your life for the better. And let me know, what's going to be your one thing, your one piece of self-care that you're going to commit to doing from today? I mean, it could be going to bed at a certain time, could be taking a daily multivitamin, could be drinking less caffeine or alcohol, could be getting outside every day, be anything. Let me know what you choose. Come and see me on social media at Joanne Mallon, JoanneMallon. If you found this series useful, I can tell you it took a lot of time to put together, and I'd be incredibly grateful if you'd share it somewhere, maybe leave a rating or review, or even buy me a coffee on ko-fi.com. But above all, decide what one act of self-care looks like for you and commit to doing it today, because this is where it starts. I'll see you soon.